So you got back from vacation, that holiday, that weekend away, and you may have brought a couple extra pounds of fat with you, right? You know what I'm talking about? Typically that end up about right there in the middle. That's no fun. What I wanted to do is hop in here with you and share 5 tips today that I believe are helpful to not only just get a couple pounds off, but really get that metabolism going after the vacation, the holiday, the party, you know, things like that. So you can really start to feel your best again, get back to that happy, healthy self for you. And these tips are also amazing for families. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Jones. I am so happy that you're here. I love the Lord, I love my family, and I love to help women grow in confidence through a healthy lifestyle. And I do that by focusing on preventative nutrition for weight loss, inflammation, and healthy habits for life so that you can be happy and healthy and help your family do the same no matter how old you are. So that's what you get here on this channel. I'm excited that you are here. Click around the channel for some extra resources and let's dive right into today's. Let me know which of these 5 tips are most helpful for you. Again, I'm sharing these with you out of my own experience. Number 1 is to drink water. Number 1 is drink water. This may sound simple, but the good news is about things that are simple is that they're totally doable, right? This is the easiest, totally easiest way to get your body flushing out the toxins, the bloating, the yucky feeling down here that we don't like, because typically when that happens after a vacation or a trip or lots of parties, your body is just not used to, you know, the food or the drinks or whatever that it's been processing. So basically there's a lot of stoppage down there. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. So drinking water is the fastest, easiest, simplest way to start that cleaning out process. How much? 1/2 of your body weight in ounces of water. If you want more details or information about that, I will link a video below this video. It has more information about that for you, okay? First thing is drink water, half your body weight in ounces of water every day, especially right after vacation. It will help with that bloating to start reducing it right away. It will also get your gut moving, and that's really, really important. Number 2 is actually a gut stretch. This is one stretch that I do every morning, whether I'm traveling or not. And I find that it helps keep things moving down there, which is really, really important because let's just be honest, we'll call it what it is, constipation is not fun and it does not feel good and it does not look good, and most of us just wish it would go away. And if and when you've ever experienced that, you know what I'm talking about. So I hope you don't mind just a little honesty right there. Okay, so a gut stretch. This is really cool. Essentially, it's a fold over, and actually that's how come I'm back here in my office, because I wanted to show you this. The fold over, basically what it does, if you can just imagine this, it massages your intestines. There you go. Okay, so here's what it looks like. You're gonna fold yourself over, tuck your hips in, kind of tuck your butt down, protect that low back, and essentially you're just gonna fold yourself over as far as you can go comfortably. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Okay, can you see that? All right, so we're all the way down here. And you wanna hold it and then roll up very slowly, okay? Rolling up very slowly. What you should feel when you do that stretch, and you may not feel it immediately, but you'll probably feel it a little bit later, maybe like an hour or 2 later, is you should feel all of this kind of loosen up down there and relax and clean out, because that's actually one of the gross parts about weight gain after vacation. I'm just gonna say it like it is. If you aren't already aware, a lot of it is just stuff that's stuck down there. So we want to get rid of that. That alone, not only for myself, but also for my amazing clients that I help, I have seen them lose a pound or 2 after doing these first 2 things: drinking water and that gut stretch, okay? Almost guaranteed to help you lose a pound or 2 simply because your body's getting rid of stuff that it doesn't need. So the first 2 really get that going for you. However, now we obviously have the next question of, well, that's cool, but what do I do about eating food, right? So now that we're home, we're kind of getting back on track, or we've had those parties, now we're kind of like, all right, I'm gonna get back on track. I'm already drinking my water. Okay, now I'm doing that gut stretch. Now when it comes to food, here's what I would recommend. Tip number 3 is to have a smoothie day. smoothie day, okay? A big one. And we're talking about a macro-friendly smoothie. What that simply means is that we're including protein in with the complex carbohydrates and some healthy fat, all mixed together. Highly recommend also putting veggies in there. Greens, spinach, I don't have any to show you back here in my office, but you know what spinach looks like. Blends up beautifully. It can absolutely be hidden, so to speak, inside of smoothies. I'm showing you this size. This is a 32-ounce sized water bottle. I'd recommend drinking at least this size of a smoothie, at least 3, maybe 5 times a day, just one day, just to get everything going and for your body to get that nutrients, because hopefully you've had this experience, and if you haven't, check this out. When you eat and drink a lot of nutrients, your body is not as hungry as when you eat or drink the junk food, the chips, the sodas, you know, those kinds of things, right? And it's simply because your body's getting what it needs and it's satisfied, it's good, right? It doesn't need, oh, well, I just ate a bag of chips and I'm hungry 5 minutes later. Has that ever happened to you? Because I know what that's like. If I ever splurge on chips, it's gonna be Fritos, just telling you. And I know what that's like to eat a bag of Fritos. I do it like once a year, but I know. And then you're hungry like 5 minutes later. So all that to say, put a lot of nutrition in your smoothie. If you want recipes for smoothies, again, I will link a video or two, because I have a couple, of some recipe demos that I have done for you to give you ideas of how to put together smoothies for yourself to really boost that weight loss after a vacation, the parties, you know, the holidays and things like that, okay? So that is tip number 3. Then after the one smoothie day, tip number 4, this is so simple, and I promise you, you will feel amazing when you start doing this, especially when you're coming off of a vacation. Cut all portions in half. Cut all portions in half. It is like the easiest thing to do. It's as easy as drinking water. You literally cut, if you were gonna eat a sandwich, you cut it in half. You eat, and then here's the go. So tip 4 and 5, they go together. So here's why, you'll see. Tip 4 is cut all portions in half. Tip 5 is fuel your body every 2 to 3 hours throughout the day. I'm gonna say that one more time. Super simple. Cut your portions in half. So if you're gonna have a sandwich, literally eat half. If you're going to have, I don't know, even a casserole, even like a real hearty, nutritious casserole, fine, still cut it in half. And what you do is you save the other half for about 2 to 3 hours later, and you fuel your body again. Think of a campfire. Of course, you've all seen that, like the logs on the campfire, and the fire's going and you're roasting your s'mores, you're doing whatever you're doing when you go camping. That's what we like to do. And then the fire starts to kind of dwindle down. Well, what's the first thing everybody does? You stoke the fire, right? You poke it. And if that doesn't work, of course, what's the next thing everybody does? You put more logs on the fire, right? Or you go get more of the kindling, the pine cones, or wherever you're at. The point is that you put fuel on the fire. So think of your food as fuel and your metabolism as the fire, okay? It is the coolest thing. If you think of your body as a fire and it's burning your calories all day long and it keeps your energy up and it helps keep you feeling your best, that's awesome, right? So think of your food every couple hours, every 2 to 3 hours, if you possibly can, throughout the day with small portions. Quick summary of all these tips, because you can do any one of these, my friend, and it will help you to get a couple pounds off, just to start to feel better in your gut, just to not feel so bloated, right? And honestly, if you do weigh yourself and you are trying to lose some fat, these will absolutely help you do that faster. Let me know down in the conversation of this video which one you might try, and that way you can get yourself started with just something that helps you, right? Get the ball rolling. I hope this is super helpful. Number 1 is drink water, gut stretch, smoothie day, cut all portions in half, and eat every 2 to 3 hours to rev the metabolism.